What up, Card Kingdom family? Kenji back here for some more drafting on Magic Online. Got some more of this delicious vintage cube ahead of us. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, you can check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We opened ourselves a little piece of power here, and that's what we will be taking. The Mox Jet. Cannot complain about opening power, of course. So if Mox Jet was not in this pack, what are we looking at, though? I would say probably Underground Sea for me would be my secondary. Other good cards, you have Hierarch, City of Traders can be quite good, Jite for the creature-based decks, Push for some removal, and Ending most likely. But you know what those cards are not? They're not a Mox Jet. So we will take it, and we will be happy. This is, I believe, the last day available for Vintage Cube before it goes down again, and few other things are going to be happening, but I don't remember what the next set is called, but we don't have the next set for still over a month, so hopefully they bring back some other fun ones that we can do. All right, pick number 2. Karakas is great. Triomes aren't bad. Fetches are always good. There are a couple of draw 7 effects here in the form of Echo and Sail. What do you want to do? What do I want to do? I haven't done a good aggro deck in a while. Is it time to actually build a little bit of a beatdown strategy and maybe not do my usual artifacty combo deck? Could be. I think Karakas is still a pretty safe pick regardless, though, as it goes into all decks. So I suppose I'll do that instead and keep our options open. Maybe we get past a really good card in a specific archetype next pack, and we take that. Yep, great start. Okay, we do have a couple of good choices for our next pack. True Name Nemesis, Force of Will, Ulamog could be a fun build around. There's Coveted Jewel. There's some good white cards here. Parallax Wave, Glimmerlands, another fetch, a tower, Mystical Tutor. So, not really the aggro cards I was hoping for. I guess Parallax Wave, if you end up in white, is kind of nice. The problem with True Name Nemesis is that it's just, it doesn't have any synergies. It's just a good card, right? Which is why I often don't take it. It's kind of boring. Man, I am a little bit tempted here to take Parallax Wave and maybe to be like the white aggro deck. Let's do that. Let's take Parallax Wave here, see if we can get some good white. And yeah, we're getting a Thalia, a Samwise, even Seven's Reclamation's not bad. Although I guess Thalia a little bit awkward with what we have that is a non-creature, but let's do it. Let's go some white beatdown. Let's get Mom. Nice. Excellent 5th pick here. One of the best 1-drops that you can get in this deck. Nothing losing out on. Maybe a Concealed Courtyard, but perfect. Boom. Okay, let's lock it in. There will be a couple of cards that I will splash for if they get them. I think the biggest of them are like Fourth Lingus. There is Othari. That's also red-white. Maybe a couple of black-white cards, but no, this is good. Flicker Wisp for a 3rd, or for a 3-drop rather, or Elspeth for a 4. I think with Thalia, I'm gonna ignore another 4-drop and just take the Flicker here. Sir Ginger's not a terrible 2-drop. Godless Shrine would be okay. Flicker Wisp already has some synergy with Parallax Wave, being able to reset it and whatnot, so I like that. Usher versus Seraph. Ooh. The 1-drops are really hard to come by, but Steel Seraph does push a ton of damage. Like, I would say you often, generally, or more frequently than not, are casting this for its prototype cost, right? 3 mana, 3/3, that immediately gives something else flying and bash in. Steel Seraph might be good enough over Usher that I take it, even though Usher is a 1. But no. I would much rather just have the cheap card here. Excellent. Blade Splicer, pick 8. We already took the Flicker Wisp. We have the Parallax Wave. Awesome. Revoker's solid. I think City of Traders would also be pretty good here. The only time this city would be awkward is if it's my second land and I have a bunch of double white stuck in my hand. But actually, you know what? I think I'm going to talk myself into taking City of Traders here. The fast mana is just too good. Nice. So I always joke that Porcelain Legionnaire is the best 2-drop in red, and it's still a really good 2-drop in white, but after taking the Parallax Wave and having Flicker Wisp, Containment Priest is just a little bit too strong, right? If a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it. Yeah, if you flicker their creature with a Containment Priest on the battlefield, it's just gone forever. You Parallax Wave, it's gone forever, so. This is incredible. Incredible start for us. I will say, though, I am a little bit perturbed by the good old borders versus the new borders. They don't look very good. Actually, we have one of every. 1-drop old border, 1-drop new border. Same with 2, same with 3s, and then same with lands. I don't remember anything else that might wheel here that's good, but even if we got nothing else in pack 1, this would still be a beautiful start. Okay, we actually did get something good back. That's Glimmer Lens here. So it's a 2-mana 2/2 that whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attack, you draw a card. It's a nice one. There's 7's Reclamation. I don't know if we're going to play that, but it is possible. If we end up in red, Shield Breaker is good too. Return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Depending on how many other good early game plays we get. Okay, Elspeth's good too. Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to end up with like 30 playables by the end of pack 3, and so we'll be able to kind of pick and choose pretty easily what we want to do. Pack 2, not ideal. We did open one of the best non-power cards in the cube, that's Minsc and Boo, but for us, we just have a Lauren and a Metamorph, I guess. Lauren's very good. The white Reclamation Sage, and oftentimes you're pushing so much pressure that giving both players a card is more beneficial for you because the opponent's stuck with more cards in their hand while you're kind of hand dumping. Good. How many other good 1-drops are we hoping to find? There is the Giver of Runes. Oh, there's a Smuggler's Copter. That's pretty nice. Losing an Apparition, a Probe. Probably not going to play the Enlightened Tutor. Copter's pretty good. This is kind of nutty, I think. What other good mana accelerants besides the power could we open? Like Mox Diamond would be great. Splash Teferi is tempting, but we'll just take Cathar Commando here. Although, actually, looking at this pack, there's nothing that's going to wheel then. If I take Teferi, we could wheel the Cathar Commando. No, but I don't want to do that. We'll just take the Commando. The only punish would be if I open like Time Walk or Ancestral in pack 3. And then wish that I had gotten some more blue cards. There's a Tundra, but now we'll just take... Well, actually, ooh. I think there's merit to taking Lotus Petal here over Thraben Inspector. Just for those explosive draws. Nah, I guess Thraben's still too good. There's another really solid pack. Showdown is a good splash card if we wanted to. Recruiter's okay. We're going to have majority hits for it. Currency Converter's not awful, even in a more aggro deck, but let's go with the Paragon. too many good hits with that. And that also makes fetches a little bit more worthwhile. Oh, also it works with City of Traders. Yeah. If it's like turn 3 and we have City plus a Plains, and then we play a Plains, we can cast the 4-drop, and then the following turn recast the City from our graveyard or whatever. My guess is I'm probably still cutting the Elspeth. So we're at what? 3, 8, 11, 13 non-mana source cards. What am I missing? Oh, I guess I'm missing like swords, or path even would be fine. Mana Tithe, always love a good one of those. Yeah. There's the 4th Irelingus. Ay. All right, like I said, there are a couple cards we will splash for, and that is one of them. This card is just way too good. Kind of wish I had taken that Lotus Petal now, but any card that says Monarch or something on it is just really stupid. That is a really bad pack for us. There is a chance I play Glorybringer, I guess. I would be very surprised if I end up playing it, because unless I get a lot of red-white fixing, we're not going to want to be running a lot of double red cards. So, what was it? The Showdown of the Scalds could come back around then, and now that I have the 4th, I'm already going to be playing a little bit of red. So, big pickups now are going to be like Plateau, Sacred Foundry, or any of the tapped red-white lands. I think we're going to Silent Clearing here over Chain Lightning. I think that's where we want to be. It also has synergy with our Paragon. Yeah, that's fine. The Metamorph did come back around. I'm actually going to take Flame Slash here for a little bit of interaction. Because again, I'm going to be pretty focused on picking up red-white lands anyway. No, actually Metamorph is just good. No, I'm gonna take some Metamorph for sideboard over Flame Slash. Still not playing Tutor. Unlikely to be running Swift Spear, but same thing with the Fire Blast, of course. God, a lot of good red. A lot of good red. A lot of good red. I would, again, need to get a lot of fixing. Otherwise, I'm going to have to play a lot of mountains, and I don't want to be doing that. Shieldbreaker, Karizev, Confluence, Hellrider, Glorybringer. How about a little Mox Ruby? Mox Ruby or Mox Pearl would be a lot better than a lot better than Soul Ring, even, sadly. Lotus would still be insane, of course. So we're at 14 playables without all the other red cards. Ugh, blech. Really bad pack for us, huh? I'm not a big fan of Gideon. I'm not a big fan of Scale Lord, and there's no other cheap spell we can take here, not even in red. This was a really bad open. I'm going to take the Gideon. Aspirant's really good. There is a Marsh Flat, but I don't have a red fetchable land with that. Touch the Spirit Realm, also okay. There's the Giver of Runes. Man, Bombardiers is insane as well. 2/2 menace haste for 3. Boast, sacrifice another creature or artifact. It deals damage equal to 2 plus the sacrifice permanent's mana value to any target. Only activate that ability once each turn. God, Bombardier's Bolt and Giver. Yeah. I think Bombardier's is better than Giver, but with no fixing, I'm going to stick to my guns. That pains me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It be what it be. Okay, next pack has finally a red-white land for us. And though it might not be the most friendly to our life total, it is a great pickup because, well, it's still really good. Yeah. Let's get baked. If I could get like one more red-white land, that would be the dream. Timeless Dragon. So that does grab a plains, and it doesn't have to be a basic. So if we did have Plateau or whatever, that would work. But I guess we're just going to take another Thraben Inspector here. We'll have both the Novice and Thraben. You could take Chromatic Star. I guess that's a little bit of fixing. But yikes. Scary pack. Spellbinder, though, fantastic. Good. I'm at 19 playables or so. Disregarding any of the cards on my sideboard, so still need to get a few more playables. Adeline, one of the best we could. Excellent. And that was pick 7, so one more chance at a red-white land here. Come on, nobody takes Plateau. Who plays red-white? That's boring. So how many mountains am I going to run here? 3 or 4? 4 is probably safe. But you could get away with 3, I guess. Still didn't see any of the Path or Swords. I guess, no, we saw an Oust. That doesn't really count. One, two, three, four. Nope, not getting there. Okay, so no red-white land, but Judgment is one of the better catch-all removal spells in the format. Don't want to be playing the Scale Lord, but there's no other card there for us to take. So 2 more playables, maybe 3? I'm actually considering just not even playing the City of Traders here either, but it's probably fine. Okay, Touch the Spirit Realm. There's 1 playable. 1 more playable, so I don't need to run one of these other cards. Not that there's anything wrong with, like, Elspeth. And the Scale Lord, honestly, is totally fine. It's actually good. It's just kind of expensive. I think 16 lands is reasonable here, right? Staff, probably not good enough. I don't think I have enough tokens. Creature tokens specifically. I actually have quite a few ways to make tokens. Well, let's actually count my creature tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. You know what? Maybe Oh, and that Mutt was also really good too. No, I do actually think that the staff is going to make the deck. So I can cut the Scale Lord again. I think I like Gideon more than this Elspeth, but that does take away one of the token producers. And am I still keeping 16 land, or do I want 17 now? We actually have a lot of things to do with our mana. And we have a couple of lands that sacrifice. I think running 17 lands might actually be okay as well. I don't mind just cutting like the touch. And go like this. I think 3 mountains is fine. Let's go. This deck looks good. Mono white splashing 4th Irelingus here in the Vintage Cube Qs. Let's go beat down. Okay, off to round 1 here of this Vintage Cube draft. We are on the draw, but yeah, the hand looks pretty darn good. Got the turn 1 Giver of Runes, turn 2 Copter. And hope to go from there. Wouldn't say our deck is doing anything particularly busted, but we do have a good strategy and some interaction. Now, if our opponent just has like turn 1 Entomb, turn 2 Griselbrand, good beats, that is what it is, but this is the direction we've chosen, so. Ooh, they're going to go with the turn 2 Rot Farm. Man, Strip Mine or Wasteland would be insane here. Karakas is pretty good. If I was on the play, I would definitely just Cathar Commando and kill their Vault on turn 2. Okay, I mean, they have access to 5 mana this turn, 6 mana this turn with a land, which I guess we know they have. So unlike Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes cannot protect itself, so that's why we attack with it there. Okay, that's really good. They're just passing. Let's discard the Glimmer Lens here, I think. And then I'm going to pass and kill their Mana Vault on their upkeep if they don't use it here. Vamp Toots. Hey, 2 free damage as far as I'm concerned. Ooh, and this is a good sign, I think, if it's not an easy decision. That might mean they're just looking more for like a toolbox card. Instead of like a known really good setup or whatever. All right. Pass. Target their vault. And another pass. Okay. Let's go land, add a line. Crew. Attack for 4. We're holding up Crocus. We're holding up Giver of Runes. OP is in a very bad spot. Toxic Deluge? It's not even good here. That only kills our Giver plus our token. And they had to pay 4 mana or 4 life for that. Nice. All right. Well, they said I've seen enough. Green, black, something, something. Metamorph and touch seem like they probably could be okay here. But honestly, I think we can just run it back and say that game went really well and we didn't see anything too problematic. So maybe if we lose next game and get a little bit more information, but let's just run this back. Okay, on to game number 2 of the first round. Damn. Any one other land in this hand would be insane. You could definitely roll the dice here and try to keep this, but I'm not going to be that greedy. But yeah, turn 1 Copter would have been good. Like turn 1 Copter, turn 2 Spellbinder or something nuts. We'll go down to 6. Okay, that's actually a pretty good 6. Man, do I want to play turn 1 Smuggler Copter here? And then turn 2 Spellbinder? I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. We're going to lose on the Thraben Inspector, I think. That makes it a little bit less tempting. But no, I guess since we didn't draw another land, this does make sense. We can just pitch the Gideon. Concealing Curtains, that's fine. Take a little peek at what's going on in there. Vamp Tutor in response. Okay. This will give us definitely a little bit more of an idea of what kind of deck they have. Hopefully, anyways. Again, it doesn't look like a very easy choice for them, so that's good. Okay, that's not great. I guess I have to take the snuff out here. In fact, I don't know why they didn't snuff out in response. Let's discard the 4-drop. So they can still snuff out for 2 mana though, right? What if they just vampiric for a land? The bat, okay. And they took the mutt, sure. It's pretty good. Yeah, let's go with mom here. Ooh. Thalia also pretty good here. They will get to Thirst Mom, but I think that's fine. Yep, there's the Thirst. And they have to pay 4 life to snuff out, so it's not even that bad, right? So now the snuff out costs 3 mana and 4 life if they're gonna cast it from exile. Don't think our life total is too relevant. Okay. Pass from them. Jeez, that's also very good. Guess I still don't want to trade off for Bat yet. This is the worst snuff out I've ever seen. 4 life and 3 mana. Ouch. So transforming is at sorcery speed, so they cannot flip it in combat and try to eat something or whatever. But the Adeline is a forced chump. Even with a land, I can't cast that because of Thalia. They cannot eat Thalia here because otherwise they die. They have to block Adeline and they have to block the Spellbinder. So they chump here, they block here, they take 4, they gain 1. I get the Mutt back. Yeah, I don't see any harm in playing this out. They can't Toxic me when they're at 1 life. Toxic for the GG's? Indeed, that's what it is. All right. Pretty nice round 1 there for us. Let's see if we can do that 2 more times and get that trophy. Alrighty, on to round number 2 here of this Vintage Cube. Looks like a pretty solid opening hand. We are on the draw, however, again, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just lead with basic planes. Given our hand, I don't think we're going to want 2 City of Traders on turn 2, though it wouldn't be awful. All right, we could go City of Traders turn 2 into Spellbinder, and then we could still play Adeline on turn 3. Actually, that wouldn't be bad. Ooh, the reverse Karakas. Okay, so, well, that hoses the Adeline plan, unfortunately. I can still play Adeline pre-combat if they have tapped out of it. Oh, wow. Interesting. They went and pathed already. Yeah, let's just grab a basic. Well, now I'm really tempted to go ahead and just Spellbinder this turn since they gave me a land anyway. That is a very strange looking Uro. But it is good with Karakas, or it can be good with Karakas. Hero of Bladehold, I suppose, is probably the most threatening. Yeah, I don't have a good way of dealing with Hero of Bladehold, and it's their most expensive spell, so I think I like hitting that here. All right, there's the Uro. They did hit a Heath, very nice. Sure. Well, Karakas isn't up right now, so this would be the turn to Adeline, I think. That's super funny. Look at their hand, or look at their. Okay, there they go. They have a Ketria Trime. I was gonna say they have no cards for binding to be turned on from. I'm gonna go play the Karakas here of my own, and then I don't think we want to play out the Containment Priest, because if I play out the Containment Priest, then their Touch the Spirit Realm Flicker can actually hose me. So let's just get the Usher online here. Remember, Hero Bladehold's not in their hand, it's in exile, so we only know half of the cards. All right, so bounce Adeline, pass. Okay, it's a decent hit. Oh, did they find a counter of some sort? Okay, resolve Adeline. Go to combat. And if they try to binding my Adeline, well, I mean, I have my own Karakas to bounce it now, so feels like they're going to need to hit a Wrath or something here. Sure. Why are they doing it like that, though? I don't know. Seachrome Coast. So I guess probably just touch the Spirit Realm on my Spellbinder. No, pass again. Interesting. Well, now it doesn't make sense to play out Adeline pre-combat because they can just Karakas it. So let's go to combat. And play Copter second main phase. That'll be a little bit of good insurance versus a Wrath. And I'm not even going to make a token with Usher. I think we're just going to hold up Containment Priest in case they do have a Wrath. Still have lethal the following turn. All right, nice. So Bant stuff, huh? Run it back. Game 1 went well, so let's just do the same. Okay, on to game number 2. This is a little bit risky, but it does have turn 1 Mother of Runes, turn 2 Adeline, so I think this has to be a keep, right? Although I will say drawing the 5th land there, definitely not where we want to be. So we saw Path to Exile from them last time. Didn't see any counters or anything though, so I think running out the Adeline next turn and just holding up Mother of Runes is probably good. This would be a good hand for 4th Irelingus, that's for sure. Oh, they had a path. Okay. Well, in that scenario, then I guess we're just going to Adeline with Karakas backup is pretty good. Don't want to hold up the Giver, or don't want to play out the Giver because then Adeline would be down for a turn. Stony, nice, okay. Ooh, and they have Kaldra. Is that a legendary creature though? No. The artifact is legendary. Oh, but we can flicker it, which is kind of funny. So Giver. Stern Scolding. That's pretty rude. Hit them for 2. They do get to eat my token though. Stoneforge into Kaldra. And yeah, it does have haste, so they're doing it main phase, which actually works out for us because now we can flicker it on our turn. Oh, into a draw 2. All right, not bad. Oh, Kaldra's indestructible, isn't it? That's funny. Okay. So that doesn't do anything versus that. Them for 3. I mean, we're still looking good here. Lauren's a repeatable effect too with the Karakas, which is kind of nice, though we didn't see any other hits from them, did we? I shouldn't even say other. We didn't see any hits from them, did we? Kaldra you can't touch, and I don't think anything in game 1 was an artifact or enchantment on their end. Oh, wait, what am I talking about? We saw Touch the Spirit Realm and Leyline Binding. Never mind, I'm smoking. We saw multiple, or a couple things at least. Yeah, okay. Disregard me. This is where having some of those sack lands would be good. What's their play here? They got 5 cards in hand. Okay, they're going to start things off with a Lotus Cobra. into a thicket. And then nothing else. All right, that's not too bad for us. Ooh, Glimmerlens is good. Play out the lands. Suit up our flyer. Because it's the equipped creature, right? Yeah, whenever equipped creature and at least one other creature attack. There's the binding, sure. They ate the Flicker Wisp. Okay. I guess I tapped in correctly, didn't I? I should have tapped my red and left up a white, and I would have been able to play City of Traders into Lauren. But I mean, the opponent's still pretty far behind here. Uh-oh, big spell. Fiver. Fractured Identity on the Lens. Yeah, that makes sense. That's their only good target, oddly. Now, what can I do back if that's their best play? So we can Lauren down the Leyline Binding, get back Flicker Wisp, kill the token. Oh, and that probably wins as well from the Anthem effect. Okay, so Lauren, kill the Binding. Flicker the token. Gideon, and yeah, that's lethal with the ultimate. GG's. Crocus is indeed so good. Hey, I second picked it, didn't I? Makes sense, and now we are 2-0. On to the last round. All right, on to the third and final round where we did win a die roll here, so we'll be on the play. I guess that's good enough to keep. We go turn 2 Staff of the Storyteller, turn 3 Glimmerlens, and we get even another trigger immediately. Seems good. I was just debating if I wanted to lead on Karakas turn 1. I think we don't. I think I like holding it for a surprise in case they have a way to kill it slash a legendary creature that they run out. Black, red, top. A talisman. Okay, we'll probably just Lauren away the talisman right now then. Though Spellbinder is also very tempting. But I think taking away their mana is better than peeking at their hand currently. Hopefully that killing of the talisman really ruins their plans. could very well be a matchup where the Parallax Wave in our hand is used more defensively to protect our creatures from removal than doing anything else. This requires a white. Just a white, okay. Looting. Uh-oh. Well, Crocus is very good versus a lot of Reanimator decks. No, the Snuff Out discarded. Looks like they really needed to find that. Oh, and a Time Walk. All right, they got some things. They could be Storm. We're probably going to want to get this Spellbinder on the battlefield next turn. And I am going to be a little bit hesitant in using Lauren to give them cards, especially when they have top. All right, they did that on upkeep. Let's see what they have here. Spellseeker, there's a good shuffle effect. Well, Time Walk's already gone. So what other scary cards can they get? Entomb, yeah, they do have some graveyard shenanigans going on, huh? That's a pretty good draw. Huh. I think I'm actually going to just Spellbind this turn, though. Imperial Seal, Brain Freeze. Okay, so they are probably storming. I guess I have to take the seal here. I mean, there's not a good pick because it doesn't actually discard it from their hand, though. You know? Like, maybe I should still just take Brain Freeze there, but all of their spells are so cheap that they're going to be able to cast any of them, but I guess Brain Freeze could be the most hindering to them. Like, now I probably just want to clock them as fast as possible, go for the 4th Irelingus next turn. Because what that Entomb could be doing is just, like, entombing Echo of Eons and setting up for a draw 7. Oh, they're going to cast the seal anyways, okay. And they tutored for a card very quickly, so it might be like Breach or something nasty. So, I need to try to put them on the fastest clock. Let's just 4th Irelingus here. Attack, and hope we do not die next turn. Yeah, there's the Breach. But they need to... Oh, they... So, they... They tutored for... That's insane. They naturally drew either the Breach or LED, and then they tutored for the other one, huh? Yeah, they have the win now. We're going to take a peek at the rest of their deck, but that's kind of absurd. They, drew the perfect. They had to hit either Breach or LED and then be able to tutor for the other. Wow. That's sickening. I just want to take a peek at a little bit more of their deck if they mill themselves. If they target me, I'll just concede. But there is some reanimate shenanigans going on as well, notably. Yeah, their deck looks really good. Entomb is kind of like a tutor here. They have Spellseeker as an obvious tutor. They have the Seal, which is an actual tutor, of course. What do we have for sideboard versus that? Maybe bring in a little bit more red. Bring in like the Shield Breaker. Touch can hit artifacts, but that doesn't usually matter. Okay, they're just targeting me. We can go ahead and scoop it up then. Yeah, I guess they don't even need to mill themselves anymore. All right, so Wave is out. Shield Breaker can probably come in. Paragon doesn't need to be in. Storyteller doesn't need to be in. Let's go a little bit heavier red. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Bring in the Embereth. Probably the Hellrider and the Confluence. Something like that. Yeah, that hand looks really good. Wow, that hand looks incredible. Kill them before they can kill us is the name of the game. Discard the Shield Breaker then. Excellent. We did see Snuff out, so I'm going to not attack with the Giver of Runes. I guess we keep the 4th here instead, since that's castable. Now, we do know they have Time Walk in their deck, so nothing is for certain, but that was one of the best possible starts you could imagine there, I figure. All right. Dig, dig, dig. We could be dead here, right? We absolutely could lose. They already played their land for the turn, so they don't currently have access to red. Yeah, they do have the reanimate backup plan with Griselbrand, it looks like. That is a spicy deck. This is just one of those, are you dead or am I dead moments. What's it gonna be? Toxic for 4, we would still win here. Wow, they do have the Toxic. Very nice. Okay. But now we get to go 4th for 2, and then crew and kill him. Nice. Whew, okay. We will take game number 2, but yeah, nothing is certain here. How does this opening hand look? That's quite good. The Thalia is so good versus their deck. I'm actually going to lead with Karakas, since we know they have a redraw effect, right? They have the Echo. If they just Echo on turn 2 or whatever, I want to make sure I have Karakas on the battlefield, since we saw the Griselbrand plan from them as well. But yeah, Mother Runes into Thalia into Adeline is a pretty dreamy curve. And there's no way I'm attacking with Mother of Runes here. Oh, they just scooped! Turn 2, Thalia wins the day. And that, my friends, is a nice little 3-0 with effectively mono white. So hey, we'll take it. Good stuff as always, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next week for some more. Bye-bye.